What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. So today I'm gonna go into detail about the music business and the experiences I had, or some of the experiences I had, and what I noticed while I was working in that industry. So the first thing I did notice was that the music industry was very, very gang affiliated. Everybody was, for the most part, associated or affiliated with a gang, whether it's the Bloods, the Crips, GDs, or whoever. But a lot of the people there, from the artists to the managers, people in the entourage, a lot of them, they were all affiliated with a gang out there, especially like certain cities and states you go to, LA, of course, New York, Chicago. A lot of people were very like affiliated with a gang, so it is very gang affiliated. I also noticed that um, any and everything you'll find in the streets, from the gangbangers, the drug dealers, drug addicts, scammers and thieves, pimps, prostitutes, strippers, whoever, you'll find all that stuff in the music business. All of it. I ran into it all when I was working in that business. Gangbangers, drug dealers, drug addicts, pimps, strippers, scammers, thieves, robbers. I ran into all that shit when I was in the music business. It is like it's very, there's like a very dark, very dark and demonic energy that exists in that industry. I noticed one thing I also noticed while I was working in that business was um, a lot of the events I went to took place at night, like overnight. Like a lot of the concerts I went to took place at night. The showcases may have started in the day, but they lasted until the night. Studio sessions, uh, a lot of those took place at night. The clubs, nightclubs, the strip clubs, um, even some of the video shoots took place at night. Like a lot of the events I went to took place at night. I also noticed and met people that actually practiced the witchcraft there. Some of the artists do practice the witchcraft. I actually knew a model who worked in that business who practiced the witchcraft, and she was very upfront about it as well. She didn't hide it or anything. She actually flaunted the fact that she practiced the witchcraft and she practiced rituals and all that. And then I started to notice, because I'm really into like listening to the music, and also notice that even the rappers, they talk about in some of their songs, some of the rappers, they talk about in some of their songs how they practice rituals and how they, perform spells to help further their career. There's one song in particular by Kevin Gates. It was called Sit Down. And he touched a little bit on how he kind of practiced the witchcraft as well. And then ASAP Rocky, there was a song he did, even one of his videos, where he was performing a ritual, and he talked about how he wanted to worship Satan in one of his songs or one of his albums. I forgot which album it was, but he actually talked about it. I mean, they had one video where he was actually performing a ritual. So there are artists and people in that business who actually do practice the witchcraft. Like I said, it was very demonic and very dark in that industry. So, um, and then I do remember, and this the shit that really blew me away. Like this shit really blew me away. I actually had a friend who was very connected in that business. He was signed to like a major artist. Everybody knows who this artist is. And a friend of mine was signed to that label. And he was telling me, we had a whole conversation about that industry. And he was telling me himself that, and remind you, this is why I decided not to move forward into that business. But he told me that if you really want to go far in this business, if you really want to get, established in this business, shit blew my mind when he told me this shit. But if you really want to get established in this business, he told me straight up, homie, you got to get your cheeks busted open. When he told me that shit, this is exactly what he told me. He said, nigga, you got to get your cheeks busted open. And he told me, like, a lot of these artists out here, they getting their cheeks busted open. So back in my head, first thought that came to my head was like, nigga, I'm not busting shit open. Like, nigga, I'm not, nah, I ain't with all that. So me, ain't that serious. You feel me? But this is the shit that he told me was going on in that business. And a lot of artists were getting down like that. Like, they was busting their cheeks open. You feel me? So that is one of the main or the main reason that I decided not to, go further in that business because, of course, I noticed all the weird shit that was going on, but I noticed a lot of the dark shit that was going on as well with the rituals and the witchcraft and all that shit that was going on as well. So yeah, that was, a little bit of the experiences that I had and some of the things that I noticed in that business. If you want to take a look, like I was kind of a cameraman in that business. I wrote books and I did a little bit of video editing as well. If you want to check out the work, you go to Guns and Books, GUNZ as in zebra and books. You'll see some of the books that I wrote. You'll see some of the footage, some of the people I was around. Like I was in studio sessions with mainstream artists and VIPs in the nightclubs with certain mainstream artists. Um, a lot of video shoots, concerts and showcases, the clubs, all that. So if you want to see all that stuff, some of the footage I got, you go to just look up Guns and Books, you'll see it. You feel me? But yeah, that was just some of the things that I noticed. All right. So that's my time. Till the next time I put out a video, like, comment, subscribe if you like the information that I shared. Until then, I'll see you again, YouTube.